Hi, it's Sandra, and I wanted to show you this Color Club neon colors that I just received from Color Club. And I've never ordered from them before, and I'd seen on a couple Facebook pages that people had ordered this Color Club and that it was on sale, and so I figured I'd give it a whirl. And it was really a good deal. I ended up getting 7 neon colors for $35. So I thought that was really a great savings because it's only $5 a jar. And they're the bigger jars. So it's not a teeny weeny small jar of nail polish. And these are, Color Club is made in the United States. So I thought that was really unique too. So the first one of this set is called Poptastic, and it's a light pink. The next one that I have here is a dark purple, and it's called Mrs. Robinson. Then I have one here that's like a neon yellow, and this is yellow and yellow, yell and yellow. I've got this one, which is the blue, and it says Chelsea Girl. This neon green, which is called Wee Liming. Wee Liming. And I've got this one, this orangey, which is called One Love. And last is a really dark pink, and this is called Warmful. No, Warhol. Is it Warhol? Yeah, the printing kind of came off, but it's really a dark pink. So I have these 7 colors, and I wanted to see, the reason I ordered them too was I really wanted to do the water marbling with the neon. I've seen that done a couple times, and I think it's really pretty. So I ordered these and took a week or two to get them, and they seem to be very nice polishes, and so I gave them a whirl with water marbling, and they really water marble really well. So I've done another video on water marbling, and I thought I'd do another one. It seems to be really popular. There are a lot of videos on this, so I would suggest that you watch them all because I think everybody has a different opinion. But the thing that I really found useful was, first of all, water. I mean, it's about water marbling, so what water do you use? Now, I've gone online and I've seen people who actually say that they use their tap water and have no problems, and that wasn't true with us. I live out in the country, and the water is okay, but it's also treated with softener, so it did not work well with water marbling. So I ended up going out and just buying some Dasani water, and it's purified water, and that's what I have in this cup. And by the way, this cup is a plastic shot glass that you can get at Meijer's. You get a whole bunch of them for a couple bucks. So that's what I like to use, is this size is a shot glass. So I put the purified water in this little shot glass, and I'm going to start with the water marbling. And the first thing you want to do is make sure that whatever colors you pick, you want to make sure that they're mixed and that every single lid is off or unscrewed, so that way you can kind of move through this quickly. As far as a tool for water marbling, I've seen people use toothpicks. I've seen people use water marbling tools. I've seen people use T-pins. I've seen people use hat pins. You can use anything. I actually bought a water marbling tool, and I don't like it. I think it's too thick, and after a couple uses, the tip actually fell off of the tool. So I don't like it. So I ended up with this T-pin, which I really like. This works out really well. And the thing that you want to remember too is when you do this water marbling, that you want to go deep enough so that it not only does the cut on the top side, but on the bottom too. So you want to go all the way through the paint, because otherwise when you go to stick your finger in here, you're going to see the bottom side. And if the paint isn't scraped all the way through, you're not going to see the same design on the bottom as you do the top. So just be conscious of putting this pin through the whole thing. So what I like to do is just do a tester in the water when I first put it in. By the way, the water has to be room temperature. So I always leave my water marbling water just sitting in my drawers of all my paints. So that way when I'm ready to do it, I can do it. And this Color Club, I've actually done a practice run, and it really does good with water marbling. So I found that if I do the first one that I do kind of preps the water, because when I do it a second time, I think the water actually does better because it's kind of, I don't know, maybe because it's kind of dirty. I don't know. So we'll do a few here. And this is brand new water because I spilled the first water that I had. So I'm just going to go through and do each color here. And there's 7 colors, so I'm going to use all of them because I just think it's cool to have all the neons. And like I said, you really want to have the lids already screwed off so that way you can work quickly. I have not done that, so we're going to see how this works. And this green. And you can see the Color Club really spreads really well. So I have tried all different kinds of polishes. People, suggested Orly, and people suggested Sally Hansen, and and with those, some of them work, some of them don't. So you really have to just try it out. And I was really excited to see if the Color Club works. So it does. So now I've got the 1 layer. And because I have some room in here, I'm actually going to try and get some more in here. There we go. Just repeat the color scheme here. And if you twirl this container around, sometimes that'll force the colors to spread a little bit so you can get them to reach the maximum color spread that you can. If you use a bigger container, just remember the bigger the container, the more space you're going to have and the more polish you're going to use. So I think this little plastic shot glass from Myers really works well. Okay, so I'm on the last color. There you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make sure that I have a little piece of cotton right next to me with some acetone on it, because you do want to make sure that every time you use your little T-pin that you wipe off the T-pin, because you don't want it to get all gooky with polish, and so it's dragging through and it's not sharp. So I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm just going to go out. And there's a ton of different designs you can do with this, and I just am happy with just the basic design. So I'm going to go through here, and what you don't want to do is go out to the farthest most color ring, because that's probably dried. So you kind of want to just do you want to come in a little bit. You don't. So mine is the pink, so I don't want to go all the way out to the pink. Okay, so once you get some designs that you like, you're going to pick the spot that you want, and you're going to dunk your finger in there. So I think I like this area right here, and when I put my finger in there, I'm going to do it kind of on an angle. And by the way, if you want to use some of the latex stuff on your finger so it's not so messy, or I've seen people use tape. There's all kinds of things you can use so that way it's not so messy. I kind of like to just do it like this, because I find that the latex cover stuff, I ended up getting a little latex in the design. So to me, it's more of a pain than just cleaning up. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to put it on an angle, and I'm just going to put it in there slowly. And then I'm going to let this dry on top. I'm going to kind of blow on it, and you're going to take all this excess off. Before you lift your finger through. And you want to lift your finger up really slow, because otherwise you're going to get bubbles and all kinds of things. So you take off this layer here. I'm just using one of these wooden sticks to do that. When you get it pretty clean, you're going to pull your finger up through. And again, you want to do it slow. And there you have it. So yes, I do have lots to clean up here, but I like this better than actually using the latex on my finger. So now when I go to do this a second time, this water will actually be better, because now that I've used it once, I just think it does a better job after it's had some nail polish in it. So there you go. That's all there is to water marbling. And I always suggest that you use, I've tried different colors as base coats, and I think the white really pops the water marbling. So I would suggest using the white base coat. Okay, so let's do another one. I did do one in between. You can see how they look. And you do want to clean them up right away too, because otherwise you'll be pulling some of the paint off the side. So another trick is when you do this is obviously you want to clean this off. But if you find, let's say you put the first drop in there and it's just not spreading well. If you put the first drop in, and let's say it doesn't spread well, if you take your little stick and you kind of go around the sides, it'll help it to spread. So if you, let's say it just stays in the center, if you take the stick and you go around the edges, it will pull it out. So don't forget to do that too if you're having problems with it spreading all the way to the edge of your container. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and obviously I'm going to have to do this 10 times. There are also videos online that talk about actually putting this on your stamper and then putting once it dries a little bit, put a top coat on top of it, and then you can peel it off the stamper, and then you can just apply it to your nails like a sticker. So that is a great method too. They don't have to worry about getting your fingers all painty. So, but I don't know why, I just prefer doing it this way. I'm going to keep turning this to try to get my bullseye here with all my colors. Okay, so that's all my colors. Let me get my cotton square with some acetone on it. All right, so I'm take this here, go out this way, go this way. Then I'm going to go in here and go in here. And then I'm going to do just little stripes. I don't know. I like these little, I don't know what I guess they're called petals. These would be petals. I like the little petals. I think they're cool. It's kind of like a flower power sort of thing. Okay, so I really like this side. So this is the side I'm going to dip my next finger in. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in kind of on an angle. Okay, pull this up. That turned out really pretty. All right, so I'm going to use a cleanup on here, and I want to go right to the sides here and clean this up as quick as possible. Okay, now for the big areas that I have here, I'm going to just take a cotton square and I'm just going to wipe away around the big areas here with some acetone. Obviously I don't want to get too close because I don't want it to ruin my design. So I'm just going to use this, clean this up. And then finish with the rest of it with the brush. So the trick with this water marbling is really finding the polish that works and getting your, the right water. I hope you'll have lots of fun with this, and definitely try the Color Club neons. I think they were worth every penny, and they are an excellent polish. All right, so I'm going to do this obviously 7 more times, and that'll be it. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. And if you do buy any Maniology products, if you'd like a 10% discount on your order, please use my Maniology code, which is NS10. Thanks for watching.